NobleGoldInvestments.com. As we step into 2025, one thing is clear. De-dollarization is not stopping, it's accelerating. China and the other BRICS nations are scared of President Trump, and it's making them more determined to reduce their dependence on the US dollar and establish themselves as global economic superpowers. Their secret weapon? Gold. In fact, China resumed buying gold, and you know what's even more telling? They underreport their buy. Doesn't it make you wonder why? They recognize its global value and ability to withstand economic shocks. Gold is a global asset with innate value. It's tangible, reliable, and immune to economic manipulation. China and other BRICS nations want to be prepared. They just don't want anybody to know. But this isn't about the nations, it's about you. In a world of shifting economic power, gold is your personal hedge against uncertainty. Noble Gold Investments can help you secure your financial future with gold. NobleGoldInvestments.com is where you need to visit today to learn more. And with a qualified account, receive 10 1-ounce silver American Eagle coins. That is NobleGoldInvestments.com, the only gold company that I trust. And remember, there's always a risk when investing. There are no guarantees of any kind. Now, you got to check this out. Whitney Cummings, stand-up comedian, TV star. I think she directed a movie, been in some movies. But if you're, up on stand-up comedians, you know who Whitney Cummings is. I guess she's kind of funny, but she's one of those female comedians who relies too much on profanity and vulgarity, to make up for whatever she lacks being a comedian. But whatever, she's pretty good. But in this clip, she's hilarious. And what she's doing is she's on the CNN New Year's Countdown show with Anderson Cooper, and I think his name's Andy Cohen. Yes. So they're up there doing what they do. And they have her come on and do a roast of 2024. And she's pretty good at it, but it kind of takes a turn in their eyes because she shits on the Democrat Party. And I love it because nobody likes the Democrats anymore. You've been exposed. Your skirt has been pulled up. The curtain has been pulled back, and you've been exposed for the lying sacks of shit that you are, and all the celebrities / perverts that you trotted out to make us vote for that human hyena hybrid as vice president for the presidency. Shit didn't work, and the whole country stood up and told you so November 5th. So check this out. Whitney Cummings roasting the shit out of the Democrat Party, and whether Democrat or Republican, they earn this shit.
I don't even know what crypto is. As far as I understand, it's just astrology for men. 2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off?
Go for it.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh God, Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No.
Let me be clear though. 2024 was not only negative. The media wants us to believe this country is so divided, but we actually came together a lot this year. As a nation, we unanimously agreed that we would rather see J-Lo in a toxic relationship than in concert. We all agree the government totally knows what drones are and are telling us. The drones are still up there, and we have no idea what's behind them. No idea. I mean, they're still up in the sky, so I guess we can rule out that they were made by Boeing. The point is, I think we all agree on a lot of things. And since I only have a minute left live on establishment media, why don't we just say a bunch of things that we know that they'll never cover? Okay, ready, go. Trump Shooter didn't have any silverware in his house. No one thought that was weird? Are we still rolling? Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia put money into Disney, so just know there won't be any girl characters in the next Cars movie. Are we still rolling? This is wild. Why have so many presidents' chefs died? Weird.
Now, she didn't only shit on the Democrat Party, she also shit on establishment media, which are one and the same. If you shit on one, you're shitting on the other. They work together. They've molded and melted into this weird, monstrous Siamese twin, hell-bent on taking over the world. So she's right. Why do the president and chefs keep dying? Why would the Prince of Saudi Arabia give money to Disney? That's weird. Kamala was pushed on us. They did circumvent or step over, or some may say stepped on proper procedures to get a candidate nominated for the presidency, i.e. a primary. They just sidestepped. They gave that the Heisman stiff arm to the face and said, we're not doing that. We're going to take this half-dead mummy out and we're going to put this, 60-some-year-old frat girl who still has a taste for the ding-dong in office. And that's just the way it's going to be. And you stupid Democrats are going to step in line, get in lockstep, and shut your mouth. And that may have been the case as far as politicians go, but obviously the people, those of us who still have the power, remember, power to us, they said, no, that's some bullshit. We thought we were voting for this fool, and you give us her. So they weren't having it. That's why there was a political curb stomping on the night of November 5th for the Democrats. But that's great. And Whitney Cummings is as left as it gets. She's not some conservative comedian that's been hiding. She's not a Rob Snyder or a Jeff Dye or something like that who's known for having these opinions. Whitney Cummings is as left as it gets. If the left could go into a laboratory, and I only say it that way to piss people off, if they were going to go into a laboratory and have all the machines and you're standing outside of it and you see the lights flashing in the window, and if they could make a leftist comedian, it would be Whitney Cummings. So it's a pretty big deal that somebody like her, who is neck deep in Hollywood, would come out and say that shit about the very people who keep their industry alive. Again, the left and the Democrats don't only work with the media. I guess you could say that Hollywood's part of the media, probably the biggest part of the media, and they're firmly up the Democrats' ass, or vice versa. So for somebody like her to come out and shit on the Democrats and shit on establishment media, the CNNs, ABCs, and the MSNBCs, and all that kind of shit, that's a big deal. I was glad to see it. I wish more comedians would have the balls, metaphorically speaking, to come out and do the same thing. And it hasn't been taken down. She hasn't issued an apology. So for her to get on a channel, they didn't cut away. They didn't say, oh, Whitney, your microphone, and cut her. They didn't go to commercial. She went on there and basically said what everybody is thinking. And this goes to prove that ultimately the power rests with us. The reason they had her come on there and talk that shit is because they know that that's what people wanted to hear. They know that that's what people wanted to hear about 2024. You think she just got up there and said, no, I'm going to keep these jokes to myself. You won't hear them until I go live. No, somebody at CNN was looking at that shit. But there's an appetite for that. Now, in a perfect world, CNN would go away forever, but wouldn't it be weird if they kind of changed their tone and got back to the old CNN or the old news that we could rely on somewhat? I don't think the deception of establishment media is something new, but it's never been so out of control and on steroids like it is right now. What do you guys think on Whitney Cummings taking a fat dump, a fat, ropey, homeless shit on the head of the Democrat Party and establishment media? I love to see it. I love to see our enemies suffer, because you better believe they flick their beans every night and fall asleep to the thought of us hating what they do and being affected negatively by what they do. They revel in our destruction and our despair and our problems. So why not do the same to them? Fuck you, establishment media. Meet me in the comment section, guys. What do you think? And did you guys think she was funny? I thought she was all right. I'm not a huge fan of her, but she had some funny shit in there. You know how it goes. Try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.